Hi, I'm Dick Wagner. Welcome to the Crest Network. Today, I want to talk to you about lying. Specifically, I want to talk to you about, can you tell when your prospect is lying to you? The big question is, are they lying to you because they're trying to get rid of you? Too often in the sales process, your prospects, your clients, even your customers are lying to you. But there's four really basic, fairly easy ways that you can make an educated guess about whether they're feeding you a line or not. Here are the four ways. First of all, if they break eye contact with you, they're struggling to stay looking at you. They're staring off into the distance or into space or pretending they're looking at something else that's important or intriguing. They use hyperbolic language. Some people would know that as hyperbole. Uh, it's it's stretching the truth. Also, when they use the phrase to tell you the truth, probably a red flag, and being overly positive. First off, let's talk about break-in eye contact. This happens a lot in the sales process or when you're working with your prospect or trying to engage them when you're discussing critical or key aspects of the sale. Let that sink in for just a second. When you're talking about really important parts of the sales process, or when you need your prospect to act in a specific way, such as giving you a commitment or even putting their signature on a piece of paper, if they break eye contact with you during that process, the chances are really good that they're misleading you or they're trying to find a way to get out from underneath that sales effort that you're putting forth. Hyperbole. It's when they tell exaggerated stories, when they're obviously stretching the truth or they're making rash statements. An example of that would be, oh my gosh, this has been the absolute worst year ever for our business. Chances are pretty good that that's exaggerated pretty dramatically. That's really hyperbole. Another common way that people use hyperbole is to say, oh my gosh, I was standing in line at the bank and there were 10,000 people ahead of me. Well, 10,000 people is half of a small town. You can be pretty sure that they're using hyperbole. They're really stretching the truth. And it doesn't have to be even that bizarre or that rash. It can be as simple as, oh my gosh, yeah, I was trying to get to work, but the cars kept passing me. They were going 100 miles an hour. Yeah, they probably really weren't going 100 miles an hour. You were probably going 45 and they were going past you at 55, but not 100 miles an hour. When they say, look, I'm being honest with you here, or I've got nothing to hide in this situation, Or, hey, I want to be an open book to you. And so, uh, I'm going to provide completely transparent interaction with you. If they're going to that trouble to tell you that they're telling the truth, they're being honest with you, they're not hiding anything, chances are you probably better look closely because they're almost guaranteed to be lying to you. And number 4, you've seen it, you've experienced it, people that are overly positive, overly enthusiastic. They're just, oh my gosh, they're in your court. You're so excited because these people are going to be amazingly loyal clients. But then they keep stalling, dragging their feet, finding excuses for not doing what you need them to do. Maybe you just need to get them to provide you with some simple information, and they won't do it. They're dragging their feet. Maybe you want them to take the next important step, such as, and it could be even as simple as scheduling the next meeting. And they're hemming and hawing and dragging their feet, and they're unsure, and they, a lot of stuff on their plate, so it's really hard for them to nail down a specific time. Folks, I'm telling you, if you're a salesperson or a marketer out there and they're doing or saying these things to you, they're being vague, chances are really, really good that they're lying to you. When they're vague, when what they're committing to isn't clear, it's sort of blurry, when they're being evasive to you, their answers are ambiguous and extremely misleading, folks, they're lying. Chances are really, really good that this happens. And when it happens, I really want you to say, it doesn't sound like we are a good fit. Or you could say, maybe this program is not for you. Or you could say, if this isn't for you, I'm okay with you saying no. I would much rather that you said no to me than to keep me on a hook or a string when in fact you're just really not going to follow through ever anyway. I'm okay with hearing no. Folks, I'm Dick Wagner. You've been watching the Crest Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. I would appreciate it very much.